So tell us, what's it like being Bahumi?
Really?
3, 2, 1, and
Attack. I feel like for the first time, this doesn't feel like my podcast. I feel so out of control. All right, let's go. I hate that question. I feel like that question is like, when someone says, tell me about yourself in an interview. And you're like, really? Tell me about yourself? Like, that's like the most vague thing ever. It's also the most difficult question to answer. Don't you want to be more specific?
what's it like being Bahumi on a daily basis?
I knew you'd say that too. I don't know if you're predictable, I'm just smart. I'm going to go with the second one. Okay.
I mean, I know I'm interested in what Bahumi does on a day-to-day basis. I mean, we see what we see in front of the camera
Yeah.
and, in a professional setting, but we'd like to know what Bahumi's like.
Oh man, Bahumi is very demure, very calm,
Okay.
very cool. Lies. It really depends on like when you catch me. So first few hours of the day, I need my me time. And you'll be surprised, even though my me time has to do with God, I tell myself that like, God, I'm going to pretend like you're not here. Because sometimes I had to do that in fact for a while. Because there were times that I felt like I had to perform for God as well. So I was like, God, don't listen to this conversation. Right now it's just me and my thoughts. Like you won't like what you're hearing. So I had to have that. I had my me time. And then I have to have my intentional God time. So in my me time, I definitely do talk to God. Because now like him and I are like this. Like now we're clear and like I just talk whatever, however, in a sense. Then I have like intentional God time. At least I try my best to do that as well. I am specifically reading his word. I am specifically just worshiping him, praying, things like that. It's really helped to ground my day. I was gonna say that I don't like people. So because I don't like people, I need time where I don't have any people like around me. But then I realized I listened to something recently. People think, and even introverts have been lying to people this whole time, that we don't like people or we don't like going out or we don't like social circles or whatever. But the truth is, there was a study that was done where they placed introverts in a social setting. They had them have conversations that were really like basic, your conversation starters, your very shallow kind of conversations. And the introverts struggled. Like they really wanted to go home. Social battery decreased like by, I don't know how much, but they decreased. Then they put, I want to say the same introverts in the same space, but gave them thought-provoking, philosophical kind of questions. These kind of questions that would probably be considered boring for most people. Conversations that like require depth. We're talking about existence, maybe even spirituality. The introverts would not stop talking. They would talk and go on for hours, which proved that, okay, maybe one, it's not that introverts don't like people or don't like social settings. It's that they don't like basic conversations. For me, at least I'm personable and I understand the necessity for like shallow conversations because sometimes to get to the deep, you need to start very like simple. But for most introverts, we don't like that. So then the other observation was that it's not that introverts don't like people or conversations. They just don't like dumb people and dumb conversations.
Wow. Wow. Okay, no, we're going to wrap it up right there. You're going to start insulting our viewers.
I didn't say the studies say that introverts don't like dumb people. No, I don't, no, hear me. I don't think that people are dumb. Mm-hmm. In fact, I have this theory that says no one is boring, and the more accurate theory is that no one is dumb. I thrive in any kind of conversation, and I think that I can get something from any conversation, even if the conversation is simple. But man, do I enjoy like deep philosophical questions. And I don't even think I have the answers to them.
Wait, hold it right there.
Okay.
You're going to start answering the rest of our other questions.
Oh gosh, okay.
But you know what I'm super glad about?
Yeah?
I'm super glad that you didn't say you wake up every day and run away. There was somebody that was being interviewed and they asked, so what do you wake up and do every day? The other gentleman said, I wake up and I run away.
Is that a meme?
What are your bad day-to-day habits?
Oh, scrolling. Social media scrolling. That actually does take up so much of my time. And I underestimate how much time it takes. Sometimes I think I'm not going to be long on this. And that period may not have been long, but I do it so often that like it can probably take up 3 hours of my day. I don't want to say that, and that's an extreme, but probably that, right? And I hate it. And it's really tough because my career is in that, like not just my personal brand, but what did they give me in corporate? I think they probably just make social media manager like very sound smarter than it is. Production and content coordinator. But because that's part of my job, you will go on social media for research purposes, and then you're like, oh, what's this? You know what I mean? And then now you start scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I should probably have like a separate account just for researching my work. But I'm still gonna find something that I'm gonna scroll. Never mind. Scrolling.
What kinds of people do you hope this podcast doesn't attract?
Woo! Doesn't attract. This is good. What kind of people do I hope this podcast doesn't attract? This is very interesting because I honestly don't have an answer to that.
Can I answer it for you?
Sure.
I would think one, people that are fame hungry, want to drive the sort of narrative that's going to make them trend instead of bringing something with substance that's going to build somebody else.
Oh, do you mean
up.
for guests? I thought you
Yes.
meant in terms of like viewers.
As far as guests
Oh,
are
you mean
concerned.
guests? Oh,
Yeah.
gee, okay. That makes things so much easier to. Okay, that I can definitely answer now. Fame hungry, perhaps, but that's not even like top of my list. I think the kind of people I wouldn't want on the podcast are people who are too conscious about being vulnerable, too restricted. I think that vulnerability is important in everything, but I think that there is wisdom in vulnerability. I don't negate or think that we shouldn't exercise wisdom even in our vulnerabilities. But I do think that people can just want to pretend so much. And I've been people once, you know what I mean? And in fact, I even still think that there are parts in my life where I'm still peopling. And that's something I'm trying to snap out of. So if you're going to keep me in that, I can't have you on my podcast. Because I also want to grow from this podcast as well. I want to grow from the people who are going to be guests on this. So I love to learn from people so much, and the deeper we go, the more I can actually learn. You know, so I don't want people who are just going to be too reserved. Sure, exercise wisdom. I'm not saying you must, lay your dirty laundry with people who don't deserve it.
Definitely.
Go home, pray about it, and then be like, God lead, and then let the Holy Spirit lead. Amandala.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. When you look at the type of woman that you're becoming, what qualities would you say excite you the most?
Oh, becoming. It's a big one. Two come to mind. Number one, true confidence. And I say that intentionally. I say the true part more intentionally than anything, because I think a lot of people don't really exercise confidence, even though it's like this manufactured idea of confidence. Like I dress a particular way, so I must be confident. I speak a particular way, so I must be confident. I am eloquent, so I must be, you know what I mean? And it's like, that's not confidence. And I've lived the manufactured kind of confidence where people thought I was confident, but I wasn't. When I learned that the word confidence actually comes from the word confide. So when you confide in someone, it means you trust them. If I trust in this chair, for example, in a sense, I'm actually confiding in this chair. My weight is confiding in this chair. I'm placing my whole weight on this chair, trusting that it will carry me. And so very few people have confidence in themselves, confidence in God, confidence in whatever, because they don't actually trust in themselves. They don't trust their thoughts. They don't trust in what they're saying. And that was me. I never trusted in myself. I never trusted that I could do things. And one of the reasons why I never trusted in it is because I didn't have enough backing to prove it. But also, how could I prove it if I never tried it out? And so there was not enough trial and error to really know that I could trust in myself. I never really learned enough to know that I could trust in myself. So the more that I actually tried, the more that I did, and the more that I saw my thoughts through, realized that they actually are real, that they actually are true, that they actually do work, that actually built my confidence. And then I could trust in myself a lot more. Now I can actually walk into a room and speak. I'm not saying that I trust in myself so much that you can't change it. We can go into a deeper thing with this one, but essentially my confidence is in God. So before I trust in what I know, I trust in the one who knows me, that even if what I know fails me and I realize that I don't know what I thought I knew, he carries me and he'll guide me into true confidence. So yeah, it's confidence, and then the other one, I'm not going to get too much into it, but it's vulnerability. I really want to be a vulnerable woman, intentionally so. We are already vulnerable people. I mean, we're in this world and we don't even know really how we got here, technically. I want to be intentionally vulnerable in the sense of not being afraid of making mistakes, not being afraid of anything, really. And I feel like those two work hand in hand. The less afraid I am, the more confident I am. So yeah.
If there was one person in this world, living or gone, that you would have a conversation with, what question would you ask them and why?
I recently heard that question. Like, that question was asked to someone on social media. I don't know his real name, but like, unless that is his real name. Is John Cena's name his real name?
Wow.
Maybe John is, but not the Cena part. I don't know. But like, shout out to him. He's cool peeps. But he was asked that question. And long story short, he loves living in the moment. So he would ask the person, the very person that he's speaking to, he asked that person whatever question he had for them. And it was such a beautiful moment, because I was like, man, that's actually really deep. So I don't know how to top that. The things, so right now I'm stuck on what question I would ask these people. But I'm just thinking about, of course, all the people that are gone, that I would just, to say I'd want just one more moment with them is such a lie. Like, I'd want to continue experiencing the rest of my life with them, like, existence with them. That's my aunt. She's passed. She's my dad's sister. And that woman raised me. So, yeah, I would just... I don't know if I'd have questions for her. I just wanted to be here. And in a sense, I feel like I took her for granted. So I'd have things I'd want to say to her, just to apologize for certain things. Apologize for taking her for granted, for not spending a lot of her last years with her. Things like that. I don't know if I have questions for people. In fact, the people who I have questions for, well, I already ask God questions every single day. In fact, sometimes I even feel like recently he told me I ask him too much, like I must just relax. And then people I have questions for are people who already live and I just want to meet one day. So Denzel Washington and Meryl Streep are people who I'd really, really love to have a conversation with. Yeah.
Okay.
Trevor, no, but I'm gonna, that one's in it. I was gonna say that one I'm gonna have a conversation with him in any case, but that makes it sound like I'm never gonna get a chance with Denzel and Meryl. The only thing is that they seem so far away, like so far fetched, that like I know that would be like a God encounter. That would be a dream, that I'm like, God, I would love to have a conversation with these people. But yeah, Trevor, I have a number of questions for him. And I think I'd want to have a conversation with him for sure.
What parts of you do you feel like people misunderstand the most? And by people, I don't mean audience. I mean people that, you live with.
Wow, I love these questions. They're so like unexpected for me. You should have your own podcast. They're just so different to the kinds of questions I've been getting in interviews so often. And I just get so tired. Sometimes I even try to figure out ways to rephrase my answers. Things that people who actually know me misunderstand about me. That's actually pretty powerful. I'm going to assume that this is something that people misunderstand about me because it's something that I feel like I even had to change. But if I'm being honest, there are times when the change feels so forced because I know that people would misunderstand me. I'm very frank. Like, naturally, I'm a frank person. I beat around the bush a lot because I'm trying not to be as frank as I actually am. And so it is that very, it's that bluntness that people would perceive as harsh or judgmental even. And it's funny because there are a few people who actually know me. And in fact, the other people know me as well. But then when somebody sees me and hears my bluntness and does not identify me as judgmental, which I remember even asking my dad, because he was the one person who I thought he's definitely going to think I'm judgmental. And I was like, I cried before I asked him this so that I don't incite his response. Because sometimes you'll ask someone crying and then they'll just give you the answer just because you're crying. And I had to calm myself and whatever. And I just asked him really frankly, do you think I'm judgmental? He was like, judge. He was blown, right? Mind blown. And it's very rare that I trust people's judgments. In fact, it's very rare that I even trust my dad's judgment. But in this instance, something in me said, oh my God, you see me, you see me. And maybe it's because he's also just as blunt. But it was things like that made me go, okay, if you can see that I'm not judgmental, and please hear this from somebody who tries her best to take accountability. I really do take accountability. If I don't take it in the moment, I'll go back and I'll come back and I'll be like, okay, you know what? That's how much I really think things through. So if if you see me and you're like, Bahumi's not a judgmental person, then you really do know me. You know, then I really do feel seen by you. Otherwise, on a general basis, I have to like mince my words. You know, have there been times when I haven't been compassionate? Yes. Compassion is something I know that I can definitely work on. Judgmental, you don't know me. Like, you really don't know me. So, yeah.
So what I'm about to ask now, probably the hardest, yet the most simplest of all these questions.
Okay.
Right? So pick one. You're either going to give us your favorite dance, this present moment. You're going to dance for us.
Excuse me?
Or you're going to sing your favorite
I was
song.
I nodded too quickly there, my butts. Now, butts. What do you mean?
You're going to sing for us your favorite song.
I'm glad you didn't say sing well. Okay. So, oh, wow.
Let's go. I love this podcast.
Okay, let's do this because if I'm honest, I don't have a favorite dance and I don't even think I have a favorite song. I just love music in general, and like there's a moment for everything. Tell me what dance move to do or tell me what song to sing.
I know you don't keep up with trends, you know, but you'll definitely remember this one.
I feel seen. Thank you.
Give us the Kwara Kwara. You remember the
Yay! 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 Yee! Yo!
Give us a young baby.
Are you the weapon formed against me? Oh my gosh, my enemies are after me. Okay. Can I do it standing? Start sitting down, I mean.
No. No ways.
Alright. Alright. Okay, let's do song so that I can see if I can which one I'm gonna choose. Give me a song to sing first.
Let's try God Will Work It Out by Maverick.
Hey! Who do you think I am? Like,
let's try that.
like what? You think so highly of me?
Let's go.
Let the record go, or let the record show rather, that I never said that I was an amazing singer. I need water. God will work it out.
Woo!
God.
Oh man.
One thing I know.
Yes.
One thing's for sure. At the words? God will work it out.
Woo! I-chorus leader yasemathendeni. Tata Muramukwena. Woo! Okay, cool.
That's it. That's it.
Okay, let me give you last question. Something very, very, you know. What's one item in your bag right now that you think is jaw-dropping?
Jaw-dropping? I don't have a jaw-dropping item in my handbag. Why am I carrying around jaw-dropping items in my handbag? In my handbag.
So everything that's in your handbag right now belongs there?
I know what belongs there. I mean, like, I've got... No, like, it's nothing spicy. It's just like... I have every... I mean, I have like the normal things that a woman has, you know, like sanitary things, your makeup, all that kind of stuff. Lotion. And then I've got like my hard drive.
Is it hand lotion or is it body lotion?
It's hand lotion.
Oh, okay.
Wait, it's body lotion put in a small thing.
I knew it.
No, but to be fair,
It's gonna hurt.
no.
It's gonna be difficult.
I don't. No, to be fair, right? I don't generally do this. I just came back from London, so and I had my handbag in my carry-on luggage. So then I have like this compartment where I like, you know, when you buy those small things just for the plane ride. So like I have like, I put soap in the one, I put lotion in the one. Because I was running late and I didn't have time to go to the shops. And then, I think that's all I packed. And I didn't even get to use them on the plane because like, I was just at the shop.
We hear you. Should we give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen?
Thank you very much. Appreciate
Well
it.
done.
I'm here all week.
The anticipated dance will start in 3, 2, like right now.
How do you do it?
Song, Bahumi?
I didn't know her. Tamina.
You're exposing your age now.
Yeah, I was 15 when that song came out. Well, no, when Shakira's version came out. Yo, guys, the pressure to dance makes you feel like you can't dance.
My bad.
I'm not even dressed for it. It's in my blood. I'm pretty sure Jesus was good at dancing.
It doesn't have to be full.
I don't know how to do it. You just have to choose the worst one. You can't see.
You got this, bro.
Oh no!
You're much better than me. Let's go. Hey.
It's too fast. Can we do no? Like this is like it's just like tukutu. It's a lot.
I was avoiding the commercial song, but I'm sure that you...
Yeah, that should do it. I did a
Well
yeah,
done.
I can do it slow. Thank you
Well done.
very much.